Right, okay, so I'm going to show you how to draw the scale for your graph. Now, to be honest, the scale is usually the hardest part to get organised, and once you've got that, then everything else is fairly straightforward. So on the data that I've got here, my time goes from 0 up to 100. So my maximum time is 100, and then my maximum volume is 40. So what I'm probably best doing is doing my graph this way round, okay, because my bigger number is across the bottom. Now, if I go up in tens, which makes sense to go up to 100, I'll need 10 squares. So I'm just going to check that I've got enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I've got plenty. Okay, so I'm going to draw my bottom axis a full square up. So that gives me plenty of room to label underneath the values that I need to put on. Okay, so we're going to start from 0. I'm going to go across 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so now I need to go up to a maximum of 40 up the side. So if I go in tens, that's going to make my graph quite small. So if I look at fives, then I can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So it just about fits on my graph. I'm really sorry if you can hear a noise that sounds like an aeroplane taking off. It's my washing machine. Okay then, so I'm going to put my values on here. Say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, so we need to make absolutely sure that those values are on a specific point on my graph and that your squares are evenly spaced. Okay, so you can see I've used the dark lines, right, that represent big squares. Now, when I'm labeling my axes, all I need to do is take the headings that were on the table. So I don't have to know what they are. I'm just going to take the labels from the headings. So the one that goes across the bottom is going to be time in seconds, and then up the side is going to be volume of gas, and I'm going to put the unit on, which is centimeters cubed. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plot half of the first set, okay, just so that you know exactly what to do. So I'm just going to set these numbers first. Okay, I'm not paying any attention to this set yet. I'm just going to do this set first. So at 0, it was 0, so that's going to be on my origin there in the corner. Then it goes up to 0.5. Now this is going to be quite tricky to do because the numbers are quite small. So because I've got 10 squares equal 5, each square equals a half. Okay, so at 20 it went up to 1, at 30 it went up to 1.5, at 40 it was 2, at 50 it was 2.5, so that's my halfway point. At 60 it was 3, so that's just over. At 70 it was 3.5, so that's 2.5, 3, 3.5. 80 was 4, and then 90 was 4.5, and 100 was 5. Okay, now that follows a pretty straightforward pattern. Okay, so what I can do is I can actually draw, if I've got a ruler the right way up, I can actually draw pretty much a straight line through all those points. Now you won't always be able to draw a perfect straight line, okay? You might need to sometimes draw a line of best fit. Right, so that is my data set number. Oh, I've missed one out. Missed out number 5. Okay, so this is data set 1. Okay, so that's what you're going to do, and then you're going to plot the second set and label it as well.